Why is this fuzzy? I don't even know what's going on with this camera today. Clean this guy off. Oh, I just broke it. Hang in there, guys. It is like not wanting to focus. Okay, I think it's working now. Hopefully the audio is working. I have it checked. Let's do an audio check. Grab my phone. I'm now live. Just checking out. Start. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Okay. The live stream is live, so if anybody comes in and wants to chat and hang out, I'll be here for probably 2-ish hours till about 2. That's all subject to who shows up, who wants to chat, and everything else. I don't have the appropriate bit for this, but we're going to try it anyway. Thought I had it, but I apparently don't. Got my new chassis today, and unfortunately we made a booger mistake, but nothing I can't fix, I don't believe. Ooh, that's gonna make that bigger, and I don't like that idea. I mean, I guess it really don't matter. Let's try it without a drill bit in it. That's too small. 2.5 millimeter. Of course, that's too big, which tells me it's standard, and I probably don't have it. Because why would somebody make something in the United States that's not metric? That's too small. That's going to be too small. Workbench tools. Uh-oh. Where did I put my electric screwdriver? Interesting. Oh, it's up there. I see it. One of these guys will fit. At least I hope. Nope. Oh, maybe. Maybe. It's too big. That's the one. Take that guy out. Okay. Weird. What is up with this? I'm confused. That should come out. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to need a drill bit for this. That's not going to work. How big is this? Yeah. It'll work. It's going to have to work. Who's texting me? Nobody. It was all notifications. Okay. Well, wish me luck, because this may or may not work. Probably should be doing this somehow on a flat ground, but I don't have anywhere that I can do that with. Ow, carbon fiber. That don't look bad. We're drilling some holes. Got my new chassis in from, it's a prototype, and we missed a couple countersink holes. So I'm drilling countersink on the 3 holes. That's what we're doing right now. Not yet. We're getting there. That will probably work. Looking for a flush head screw. There's one. And that'll work. It's not perfect, but it's chassis number 1. What do you expect? Just now realized that this chassis actually broke. My finger's probably gone with it. No, a little more. Why is it not getting the side that I want? That's better. Okay, I'm good with this. Now let me get this cleaned up because carbon fiber dust is extremely dangerous and not healthy by any means. So I want to get this off this table ASAP. Remove these pieces. Remove the tools. Save the bearing. Okay. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, guys. Maybe two. I'm not looking to get it all off. I'm just looking to get most of it off because, like I said, it's not healthy for you. Carbon fiber will get, you can see it all over my fingers. Like it will go absolutely everywhere and stick to a lot of things. And you get that like in an eye, something like that. You're going to absolutely hate life. Okay. So now that we have our chassis, the actual official chassis for the sprint car, let's actually start getting this assembled 100%. I did get some new servos in that I'm going to start selling on the website as well. So I'm kind of excited about the upcoming with those. So I need 2.0? That's a 2.0. There we go. Good thing about most of this, it comes apart pretty quick. Not a whole lot of screws holds these parts to the chassis, which is another reason why I didn't finish the build completely. Like that is some of this has been Loctited in, so I'm gonna have to get the actual MIPs out to get those busted free. I typically Loctite aluminum screws to aluminum bulkhead pieces of some sorts. So take that off, slide that back, slide that pin out, That's good. Grab my 2.0 MIP. Let me see how tight that was. Okay, you guys zoomed up a little bit.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, kiddo.
Just getting a pop.
Okay. What pop you getting?
Coca-Cola Zero Sugar.
You're getting a
Caffeine.
You're getting a Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, Zero Caffeine.
Yep.
Okay. That's good. Oh, that's the wrong side. Was that the wrong side? Yes, that was the wrong side. That needs to go this way. No. It's like my first rodeo over here, and I know this ain't the first time I've done this. I'm going to put Loctite on these later. Oh, actually, no. I can go and do it now. I'm here. We're going to do it right. Always use Loctite on aluminum parts. If not, they will come loose over time. Do not use red Loctite unless you do not want that part to come back off. You can if you really want. The problem with it is it grabs on too tight, in my opinion. And usually you're going to round off the heads by the time you break the threads. The blue, it holds on pretty well. But it doesn't hold on so tight that you can't break it free. You just have to have a good tool, because if not, you'll strip probably the hex off either on your bit adapter, like your tool set that you're using. Unless you're using MIP tools, then you can probably get away with it. I only use MIP on the stuff that I Loctite on, because if I Loctite it, usually it's on and it's not coming off. So that's my thought process with Loctite, especially on aluminum parts. It is an insurance thing. I build my cars more for reliability than anything else. So typically I don't want something to break because of multiple reasons. Whatever it is you pick, it doesn't matter. My thing is just I don't want it coming apart. So the last thing I want is to lose one of these arms in the middle of a race. And if that happens, then there goes basically your race. So that is my theory on Loctite. Some people are going to ask questions. Why is the chassis notched right here? That is because the transmission and the diff stick actually below into the factory chassis this way. So we had to make revisions to the chassis to allow for that to fit in there. The factory AE chassis has a notch into it. It is not cut out, but notching out carbon is basically pointless. So that's the nice thing about this tool that I use. It doesn't get anything crazy tight, even if it's 100% fully charged. It's not overpowering, but it's just enough that I can feel like I can control it. I also like the weight of it. I like the forward and reverse option is simple, easy to use, rechargeable. This thing is an absolute lifesaver. You don't need the $80, $100 ones that are out there that everybody and their brother uses that swears by that you have to have. No, you don't. You definitely don't need those. So I have never used, I mean, I have, but not for these applications. You don't need all the fancy drivers. What are you getting? You getting Dr. Pepper? Or are you getting a Mountain Dew?
Doctor?
A doctor? Okay, so we got the transmission, rear arms attached. Let me see what John forgot. Left something else for me. Ooh. Okay. Sorry, looking at my phone. Rear half is done. Let's move on to the front half. A little bit more complicated than really. Front half's a little bit more complicated on these because there's a lot more going on to them. So we'll start with the servo mount first. Other battery retainer. Your high side. Oh, the height. Yeah, I forgot about the shirt. See, like these, I did not lock tight when I built this originally, which I'm fine with. Let's go ahead, strip that off. Where? How's everybody doing? Hopefully y'all are here. I don't see anybody chatting. If anybody is chatting, then I am missing chat for some reason. Yeah, live chat still shows nothing. So I just typed away, hello, everyone. If anybody's there, wants to chat, hang out. If you got questions, let me know. I'm all for just chatting away, honestly. Anything RC related. It don't have to be what I'm doing. It could be slashes, even though I hate tracks and stuff. It boats, you name it, crawlers. I probably have bashed it, and I've been around it long enough to know, so I might be able to help if you have any questions on anything. So I see somebody's hanging out in chat, but they've just not said anything. And I don't know who you are, so the algorithm stuff doesn't say anything about any of that stuff. So it just says somebody's hanging out. And if you want, whoever you are, you can give me a thumbs up. That will help the algorithm for YouTube, and it will promote my videos to other people while I'm live. That's how the thumbs up works in YouTube. If you was not for sure on how that works. So the more thumbs up you get, the more usually promotion on like the main screen when you log in. That's typically how that works. That's why you see all of the big YouTubers asking you for thumbs up, which usually generates more. Usually it generates more. Basically free advertisement. So and then it generates more views. So that whole shaft is going to spin. So I need pliers. Some kind of pliers. These are more of the crap out of it, but that's about all I got. So, or is it? I think so. I think it's all I got. I see we got somebody else that hopped in. Hello, everybody. Feel free to chat away. Steering rack is coming apart. Easy peasy. Not too complicated. Let's get this one off. That's that one. So let's set these aside. And then the 4 screws holding these bulkheads on. And then this old chassis is done. You can hear that click. I'm not using any like screws or not screws. I'm not using like a torque wrench or plier, like ratcheting wrench system, or it's just a straight standard MIP tool. If you're in the market for tools, I would suggest MIP. I'm not sponsored. I'm not affiliated. I don't get a discount with any of it. I don't care. It does not matter to me what you guys buy, but if you have the luxury of being able to afford an MIP tool, or you're tired of buying tool sets and rounding off the hexes, the tips of them, they'll round off on the cheaper ones, and you just keep buying another set, and then you round them off, and you buy another set, and you round it off. Buy MIPs. ProTech makes one as well that is similar to the MIPs. I know there's some other ones out there, but MIPs have been around for a really, 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 really long time. They're made in America. They're machine designed all in here in the United States. Their products are fantastic. I absolutely love their stuff. If you're curious on what the front end of this is, the same for the midget. This is the same for the sprint cars. And this has a lot of uniqueness to it. I will quickly go over some of this, because the first thing that you're going to notice that is not normal is this is using a pill system on the front, just like the pills on the back. So the same pill system. So you can move it up, you can move it down, you can move them outside, inside, all based on that pill. So it changes your front geometry by just how you have your pills. So that is something unique to only a few people that I know that are doing this. It's got some other trickery-ness to it. I'm not going to go over the complete nerdiness, but this gives you an idea of what one built looks like. So, that's my opinion on these. So, again, it's aluminum on aluminum. So in this case, I'm going to use blue thread lock because I do not want these parts coming loose while racing. Put that in. I can't see what I'm doing. I'm trying to keep this in your guys' camera sight. While it's not easy to film and physically do the builds at the same time, because trying to keep things in focus for you guys and keeping it centered. So, for example, trying to line that up and being able for me to see this, I have to hold it like this, but then you guys can't see it. So that is something that I am trying to do, is trying to be more conscious for you guys on basically making it an easier experience for the viewer to be able to see what I'm doing instead of me holding it back where I sit. I have a bad habit of doing that anyway, which is holding everything back here, because when I do that, unfortunately, if I drop a screw, it goes flying in my garage floor instead of staying up here, and then I can't find it. I can't tell you how many small pieces and parts that I've lost by holding it back here by like my stomach while building a car, dropping a nut, and then it rolling, bouncing, and I can hear it bounce, and it's just like, oh, that's gone. I'll never find that ever again. So next part, let's go ahead and do the steering servo. Yeah, let's do that next. That's that. Well, again, blue Loctite because it is aluminum screws going into an aluminum bulkhead for the steering servo. So that is this bracket here. My goal is to eventually make an aluminum brace for up here, not for looks or strength, but for a viable mounting option for electronics, like a receiver, because I don't like this recess that this AE comes with, which is the standard piece. So trying to put a double-sided sticky tape on here and then putting something on top of that, it just generates issues. So I would like to maybe change these out for flush-mounted screws with a piece of carbon, so that way it's all flush all the way across. It gives me more room and more of a positive connection for your electronics for up top. Last step, and this chassis will be almost finished, is the 2 screws that holds the steering rack on. So again, trying to be conscious of you guys being able to see, but also I have to see at the same time, and holding parts, and telling you, this is not easy. Right there. That's on. Another feature that the chassis has that is, I think, more of a uniqueness to this design that John came up with, which is the notches for the cage. The speed release mounts that people make for like the custom works are, I'm gonna say, okay. They have issues, and what I mean by that is they like to the bodies have in the past, from my experience, come loose, or they don't to me they don't feel like they snap in real well when you go to slide the sprint car body down and into it, and then it just holds into that lip. I've seen that lip break before. Preference, it doesn't matter. It's some people like that style. Some people take all the screws off of the roll cage. So what this does is it allows you to back the screws out, but not remove them completely, and then it's notched. And I'll show you a close up. So like that, it's notched. So you can literally grab and pull the roll cage away from the chassis and up. So you can grab the whole thing, pull the sides out, and then lift up. So it acts like a speed release, but you don't have to take the screws all the way out, which means you won't lose screws, you won't wear the threads out, all that fun stuff. The chassis is basically done. The only thing it's not done on it is the battery mounts, which I guess I could go ahead and put in now. Where are those? I need a battery. That's what I need. I got one. Nope, that won't work. This one will, though. So these are the battery braces. I will put this probably, I'll go ahead and put it third hole forward. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do third hole forward on these. I don't suggest Loctiting these. Just run a good nylock nut on it of some sorts. The nylock keeps it from backing out, so it's not going to go anywhere. That's the advantage, obviously, of nylocks. We are also going to be releasing a carbon fiber motor mount that allows you to be able to shift the motor forward. It works for applications like this, where if I want to run the motor, like if I'm running the battery forward on the sprint car chassis, then it gives me more room that I could take this motor and move it forward, which also then gives me more room to run bigger pinions. Hey, 949 Design, what's going on? We're not going crazy with moving it, but it's all about weight. It's a design thing that we're working on. I think we have a design in place. It just, we need to make a prototype and actually test it to make sure it works. I have one already on here, but it's not notched for the extra distance that I'm referring to. So that's something else that we're working on. These cars are pretty tricked out with features. So unfortunately, they're not out yet for sale. The website, I believe, is not live, but it might be. If it is, it's rccincinnati.com. I don't believe it's actually public yet. I could be wrong. It's myself and John's working on it, and it's mainly John, not myself. So that's why I'm not for sure if he actually posted it public. So I can't wait to get these cars out on the track. do some racing with them, see how well they work. I have no doubts that these are going to do what I want them to do compared to the Outlaw 4 that I had last season. I don't hate Custom Works, but I have some big, I call it beefs, like some big negatives, which is why I got rid of my Outlaw 4. And it's really not issues that were fixed in like the 5 series. Like my big complaint is Custom Works is predominantly all standard hardware. So that means I had to go and buy $50 worth of nuts and bolts and all that fun jazz just to have spare parts for, like, if I lose a screw or whatever. That's just in screws. And then throw in the fact that it's Custom Works, so it's the only Custom Works car I own, which then means I had to buy, like, A-arms, for example. Everything basically is one-off, so I had to buy spares to keep them. So if I break something at the track, because the track I race at doesn't have a hobby shop, then that means I needed to carry parts, because if I break, I need to fix it. That was probably my biggest push on getting away from Custom Works, was just compatibility. I am happy with the B6 conversion that we've designed, we're making, and we're going to sell. That means now I have a B6.3 straight stock, I've got a B6.3 midget, and I've got a B6.3 sprint car. All three of them run the same car, same components. All three of them, literally to the T, are the same car, which makes my life 1,000 times easier, which means it's less parts I have to carry, like I have to physically purchase. It's less parts that I need to stock, less parts I got to carry when I go to this track. It just makes your race program a lot more streamlined. I can't stress that enough. People don't realize it, and they take it for granted, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I personally feel like people overpack for a lot of races, and they're underprepared. There's no real, like, and I don't think I'm the same way. I overpack a lot, but that's just because I'm driving 2 hours to get to a racetrack. If I'm driving 2 hours to get to a racetrack, the last thing I want to do is throw my car down, and in 5 seconds, somebody T-bones me because they're being a total butthole and don't know how to look ahead, whether racing, on practice, hot laps, or whatever, and destroy me. Like, I've seen it way too many times, and it's never fun. It's a lose-lose for just about everybody. Nobody has fun at that point. Why is this servo horn not coming off? So in my opinion, it's all about trying to just stay prepared, especially as a traveling racer. It's a lot more of a necessity to pay attention to how you're packing, but it's also makes it a lot easier just finding the parts. So what I mean by that is you're only carrying one tote of spare parts or screws or whatever. So if I need something, I don't have to go digging through 3 different totes to find the one screw that I'm actually looking for. That's, in my opinion, is a huge bonus. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for the steering servo horns that are somewhere. What can I do with them? I've got a bunch of them somewhere. It's not there. It's not in the top 2. It's not there. It's going to be this bottom one. If it's not down here, then I don't know what happened to them. Screws, miscellaneous screws. Yes, I have a whole bin full. There they are. I have a whole bin full of screws. All still in the package, might I add. I guess I should have paid attention to how that was clocked, but I believe it was on like that. Yeah, am I thinking about getting a V-Box? I am, actually. V-Boxes... Yeah, I'm assuming you're talking about the Cracker V-Box. And if that's the case, yes. I would like to probably get one for Christmas. My thing on what I'm waiting on is it's more of location on being able to run one. So I don't have a whole lot of places that justifies me to owning a boat that I can run. Oh, Haley, I didn't realize that was you. I guess I should have paid attention to the name more than just your name. Like for example, my in-laws have a pond. I'm at their house probably 30 times a year. The problem is their pond is tiny. Like, it's so bad that I probably can't even run. Why am I doing that? I need to put this on first. It's so tiny that even like my little like 24th scale. I mean, I have places. I have a lot of places within a 10-minute drive of me that I could take it and actually run it. My concern is the size of it limits where I can run it. Also, the time of year will depend on when I can run it, because some of these areas around here, like this year, are drought. You heard JJ saying the same thing. JJ Rodoki, you know who I'm talking about. About the drought was terrible in the summer, so a lot of the ponds got pretty shallow this year. I can't do nothing about it. That's the problems with Midwest areas in general, especially late summer. So I have a huge public lake that's it's less than 10 minutes away. And if you've seen any of my old videos, Lee, like of the what's it called? The Miss Budweiser I had. A lot of the boat videos I've ran in the past, that's the lake I'm talking about. It's public. My other concern is the noise, being a gas-powered boat, but also if I flip it, then I got to go swimming after it. And there's no easy way for me to get to that boat fast enough that I personally feel safe going after it in that situation. It's more of a comfort thing than it is anything else. It's me coming up with dumbass excuses. How in the fuck does this go on here? Do I seriously have to take the top off? That is dumber than a box of rocks. How do I have this one set up? I don't remember. I can't see it. Oh. Hey, Lee, go in the boat chat group and send this link and tell everybody to get their ass in here. Maybe they can all convince me to build one. It's on the backside. I'm trying to put the servo on backwards. That's why it's not fitting. Oh, since you're here, that's the aluminum part I was gonna have you make me. So that's the bulkhead. So that's the piece in its actual form. So if you were curious on that file that I sent you to get me a quote on milling me a part out. If he ever becomes available and is looking for work, let me know, Lee. I know I can't keep him busy, but he might be able to. I might order some more from him at some point. if he actually gets to a chance where he can do custom work again. So that's the end. That's the end. That's got to go on like that, which means I put that on upside down. Of course I did. But yeah, I mean, you've heard me bitch enough, Lee, in that group chat that I've been wanting a boat for way too long. Like a good boat, not the shit that I have. Like I've still got, and you know what? You're gonna make me get that stupid boat out. I'll work on that next. I promise. Actually, we'll tinker with that live if you're still here. The stealth wake that I have. So full lock. So there to there. So halfway would be about right there. I need to get a servo tester. I need to stop doing this the cheap way. So that's got to go up like so. Full lock. It's like a tooth off. Yep. That's a tooth off. So that's one tooth off. Let's go down one. Let's try there. So that's flush. That's close. That's as close as this servo is going to get me. Oh, no. This is what I'm talking about. Where did it go? Is it really? Also, side note, that motor is now illegal. Go fucking figure. The better tier. Thanks, Lee. If you're still here, I assume you are. Fucking, I'm telling you, like the Facebook notifications, not Facebook, YouTube notifications are garbage. Like right now, it's telling me 2 people are here. There's the slacker JJ himself. Speaking of the devil. Like right now, it's saying that there's 2 people here. I call bullshit because I know Lee's still here, and it will fluctuate, and then it'll say nobody's here, and then it'll fluctuate and say that like 5's here, and then it'll fluctuate and say nobody's here. Like the fucking numbers on that screen I don't trust, but it's fucking YouTube. What do you expect? Since I got a bunch of boat people here, I'm gonna swap over to building the stupid stealth wake that has been blown up for like what I feel like is 2 years. You only have 2 friends. I trust there's 2. I probably don't even have 2 friends, honestly. Probably should be putting thread lock on these, but I'm too lazy. Even though the thread lock's literally right there. Ah, fuck it. You guys you're bad influences. You know that? You are both bad influences. So JJ and Lee, this is the custom sprint car chassis that we designed. So pretty cool. I know you don't like circle track shit, so don't bash, don't hate. And then you're not going to like the boat that I go and grab here in a second either. So, because not everybody has and can afford $1,000 boats and has a pond in their backyard that is bigger than most lakes and has the luxury of running said boats nonstop. Okay. This thing's done for the time being. Servo's on. Only thing I really need to do is connect linkage to the servo horn. I'm fucking done with this thing. I do need to put smaller shocks on it. I have it. I just don't want to do it right now. Let me grab the boat. Hold on. Yeah, JJ is living the dream. Here's the boat. Hold on, guys. I'm getting boat parts. Oh. Here you go, Lee. This is the boat that I was referring to. The pond at my in-laws' house is almost too small. Like, this boat's almost too big for that. Boat parts. Shit's been sitting for... JJ, do you remember when I blew this thing up? By chance? Fuck, I don't even remember. If that tells you anything. Fuck, I bought a prop and I don't even remember what it's for. Was it... Did I buy that for the Miss Budweiser? Ah, that don't help. Probably did. It's just chilling. I got so much shit in here. And yes. Best place to buy boats. Zipkits.com. Go check them out. This came with my $100 this is my bashing toolkit for boats that came with the what was that boat that I had that I wish I never sold? The Thundercat. That's right. Uncle Joe. Yes, everybody loves Uncle Joe. The prop is for no fucking shit, Sherlock. Yeah, this little tiny boat is almost too big for the pond that is in my in-laws' house. This thing's actually a pretty good boat to buy. Like, they're like $30. JJ got me like hooked on this little thing, and they're yeah, it's basically a puddle. It's tiny. It's a pond is stretching it. Let's just say that. This boat is like the perfect size for that pond, actually. It'll get up on plane, and then it just, like, you got to turn, basically, nonstop. So, I may have left a battery in this, and I may have left the battery in this plugged in. I have not opened this. This thing probably has, like, 5 inches of dust, as you can see. because it has not seen the light of day in God knows how long. So, yeah. Hey, look at that. Left a battery in it. Left it plugged in. Are we taking bets if it still has any charge on it? Let's find out. Oh, snap. Still got power. Fucking ridiculous. This thing is not pumped at all. Look at this battery. The thing looks brand new. Shit's been plugged in for 2 years. I don't make this shit up, guys. Don't make it up at all. So, there's the wonderful stock electronics. This motor left chat a while ago, so let's figure out how to get this out of here. And I honestly don't have a fucking clue what I'm doing. Does this black piece come out? How do you get to the fucking Allen head screws to get that motor out? This is like some of the most jankified ghetto shit I've ever worked on. We are doing a live stream, Lee. Oh, you mean actual like live stream with like a microphone and everything else? Yeah, well, I could set that up if you guys really wanted to do something stupid. It would not be that hard. I would have to set up like a TeamSpeak. Well, fuck, that's old school. Like a. I would have to. What in the is this? This fucking electronics. I swear. I hate boats. I hate ready to run boats with a passion, and I know JJ does too. So it's quite hilarious, actually. Like these fucking plugs. Fucking shit. How do you get to this damn motor? It makes no sense to me. Ready to swim fish. JJ is not shy. I'm going to ask you this question, JJ, because you might know. Does this black brace come out if I take these two screws? Does that whole thing slide forward over the shaft to get everything up and out to get to the motor? Or do I just have to fucking suck it up and just go in here and do like 1/8 of a fucking turn on both of these damn screws to get that motor out? It's solid. There's no screws, no nothing. That's the water pickup. Dumbest place ever for a water pickup, might I add. No, that's going to answer my question. No, it's not going to, because that is sealed and it's part of the fucking metal or the plastic brace that I'm asking questions about. Motherfucker. God damn it. Fucking just suck it up and buttercup it and see if this thing will fucking do it. I swear I hate boats. The engineering on these is just so dumb. That's why I hate them. That's a 1.5. That's a 0.5. That's a 2. Where's my 2.5? Do I not have a 2.5 speed bit? Oh my god, do I really not? I have to. That's a 5/64. That's standard. That's standard. That's standard. Oh, my desk is a disaster. I'll ask you this question. Is grease supposed to look like shit? Zoom in. You can't see the color. Turn the light off. Look at that brown shit. Focus. Come on. Stupid camera. There we go. There you go. Milky Way. Always go by the smell, not the color. Get a wrench, clumsy. I hate wrenches. I never said that this was easy. Never gonna be fun. I thought you were supposed to test grease by taste, not by smell. Yeah. Who doesn't do that, actually? I'm using a ball head, MIP 2.5. Works fantastic. I can get it at an angle, so like I can get it like that and still get to it, and it's not going to fucking destroy it. Everything's in front of you. It's just, where is it? That's the question. So we're switching to a brushless motor. I have no clue what I bought. I don't even remember where I bought it from. I have no clue how much it costs. I know nothing about it. We're going to find out here in a minute once I get this piece of shit motor out of here. I don't know why this bracket's not notched. That would have made more sense. Notch the plastic so you can just loosen the screws and slide the whole motor up out of the brace instead of having to fucking remove the entire screw. Oh my god, I'm on a fucking rampage today. Oh, well, how many cells is the battery? Are we talking like 6-cell NiCad batteries? 7 cells if we're feeling lucky? Is that what we're talking about, JJ? The Jokers is what's making the show. It ain't me. I don't know what you're talking about, Lee. I have both 2-cell, 2S, and 3-cell. 2-cell was in it, and that's what fried this wonderful speed controller. I wouldn't put this thing in a crawler, much less a boat. What is this? Does this even have any numbers on it? It's a Horizon Hobby. Yeah, that's all it says. Horizon Hobby. Great. Piece of shit. Is this a 1.5? Yes, it is. That's loose. That's loose. God, that weighs a fucking ton. Ready? Literally. It's a fucking boat anchor. 3650, 3100 kV, 4-pole. That's what we're putting in it. Your wife's vibrator. That's I know it's a brushed motor. And I got a 70 amp. Did this come from... Where did I get this from? This probably came from... Oh, what's the other website that's not Zip Kits? Offshore Electronics. That's, I believe, where this came from. It is a 2S to a 6S LiPo. So we're going to run a 6S LiPo on this sucker. That's what we're going to do. 6S 3100 kV. That's what we're running. I don't even know how to fucking wire this shit for 6S. I'm assuming that's dual. I'd have to run 2 3S batteries. I'm assuming. I've never done it. I'm not going to. This boat will never see. This boat might see 3S occasionally. But yeah. Did you just seriously say no? I'm not running 6S. Just for your purpose, I am going to put 6S in this sucker. God, before you get on me, JJ, I did buy a water cooler for this thing. Where is it? I think that's how I smoked this. Like, I don't even know if you can see this. Where is it? It's down in that hole. It is so black. Like, it's not like destroyed, but it's ready. Oh, here. You gotta do it this way. Those fuckers are gone. And it's still like it's inside. It's still clean on like it just it lasted like no time. It cracked me up when it was fucking smoking like a freight train. I thought the boat was on fire. That's how bad. Oh, here's the water cooler. I knew I had it somewhere. Barbie on the deck. Again, I have no clue what I'm doing. I bought just some random shit off the internet. So my thought process was wait a minute. I thought my thought process was to swap out this steering rudder for an aluminum one and use a second pickup on it. I don't remember. I don't remember. It's been so long since I bought this shit. I don't remember. I'm squirreling it. You guys need to keep me focused. Let's figure this out first. I'm assuming this is a big pile of shit too, because it doesn't come apart in any sort of way, so it's just going to slide on. Probably should put some kind of lubrication on this. That's overkill, I guess. Squirrels are real. Absolutely. Use soapy water. Well, too late. It slid on. This motor is a big pile of shit, though. Jesus Christ. I'll be shocked if this even works. What in the fuckery is this? This motor... Yeah, it does. Wow. I was about to say, this motor doesn't even have a damn flat shaft, like, piece on it. So that's got to go in there. I've got to run water through it. Then I'm assuming I have to run water through at least one half of this, if not both. If I'm going to run it on 2S, I probably can get away with one side. I could be wrong. Squirrels are strong with this. Good, keep up the good work. I can't believe you complimented that. Like, I actually am doing good work. Like, that's a fucking joke. Wow. Wow. This isn't even labeled A, B, and C. Oh my god. I'm about to fucking chuck this shit out. This is not labeled A, B, and C. And this is not labeled A, B, and C. So Is it because that it's sensorless that it doesn't give a fuck? I can't keep up. Probably I will solder on butt connectors. That's probably a bad idea because these are all same fucking length. Oh, fuck, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Solder them directly, maybe. I need to figure this out before I actually put them in the boat because, yeah. I have some connectors. I really don't want to use them for this. So I'm thinking about directly connecting them. That's probably the best bet. Where did my shit go? What in the fuckery is going on with this? Yeah, I think we're gonna directly solder these together. Oh, wait a minute. I have a question now. I've never used one of these ESCs for a boat. The only one I've ever used has been that one. It doesn't have an on-off switch. So is this seriously constant power as soon as it's plugged in and that's it, right? I hate soldering XT60 plugs, but I'm going to have to. Okay. It just dawned on me that there was like no actual power button anywhere on it. So yep, that's what we're doing. Get rid of those. Get rid of this shrink wrap. So I got to solder on this guy to that end. Let's get the soldering iron out, which is literally right out of the screen. Old school. On. Guess we'll start with the battery first. Clip that guy on here. Start with the positive. Those are some wonderful. This might have something to do with just how wonderful this boat ran. Check out these factory solders. That is like the ugliest fucking solder joints I've ever seen. Like they're bad. That's bad. But it was a brushed. It was a brushed kit that came with a 6-cell NiCad battery. Yes. Nickel metal hydrate. They weren't NiCads. Sorry. Fucking focus. And it was designed to also run LiPo. Well, you can get away with running LiPos like that in some decent electronics, but that thing is not decent. Come off. Wow. Shove it in there, why don't they? Okay. I need heat shrink tubing, and I don't have any out around me. No big problem. I can fix that. Those look good. I got some of the best heat shrink tubing I've ever bought. Hey, Midwest RC, what's going on? Is that Tim? Ah, gotcha. Hey, Tim. We're dicking around with some shit that I don't normally mess with. So we're venturing off into La La Land. I don't know if this is going to shrink up enough. This I bought off Amazon is some really thick heat shrink tubing, but what I like about it is it's either 3-to-1 or 4-to-1 heat shrink, but it's a lot thicker than your standard tubing, and it leaves this like silicone coating. I've not understood it. I don't, like, I'm not a scientist and I don't really care. I just like the way it feels when I'm done with it. This is turning into a shit show, actually, because now I got to figure out how to connect these two on this. If anybody wants to donate money for a like really good like soldering arm like what JJ's got, because I can't afford that shit, this would be the perfect time for that. Get rid of that fucking mount. I'm lucky to afford this $4 mount that doesn't work. Do. Tight. That might work. Maybe. Stop rotating. There we go. Jackpot. Oh, fuck. Heat shrink. We're going to find out if that fits. Seriously. Everything is in the way. Prime this guy a little bit. Get that nice and hot. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've soldered shit and then realized after the fact that I forgot it. This soldering iron station is a Weller. It's an old analog one, actually. This thing is pushing. I bought it used off of eBay back in 2003, my senior year. I think it was my senior year in high school. Used back then. So God knows how old it actually is. Still works great, actually. That's why I've never got rid of it. Like, I don't really have a need. I want to get a newer one. I want to get one of the new ones. It's got like a heat gun and everything built into it. Again, trying to consolidate tools, make things a little bit more user-friendly. You love the HR jig. Yeah. Again, I'm not really. I don't have a whole lot. I don't really need it. Like I don't race. I don't really use. This is a fucking hot mess. Is what this is. I don't really have a need per se. This is probably the first time I've really needed an actual jig. Like, this is a hot mess. Is what this is. Okay, I can make that work. Maybe. God, it's like I need another hand. This is ridiculous. Everything is in the way. How am I going to get that in there? That's what she said. Without burning my finger off in the process. Now I need some solder. I need another hand. Oh. This is why I hate plugs. You old boat guys fucking need to just incorporate pins and be fucking done with it. I have no way to pull this off without burning myself. Fuck you. Ow, she's still hot. She's still hot. Still hot. I know you can't see. I'm trying to do this so you guys can see and I can see all at the same time, and it's just making my life hell. So my option now is fuck you guys. Whew, she's hot. Golly. Probably can put this heat shrink on there and it'll shrink itself. I don't know if it's going to shrink down enough. Let's find out. Are we taking bets? Doubtful. I'm going to agree with you, Lee. Focus. There you go. See what I'm talking about? It leaves like that residue inside it. So this is almost like a weather tight. I don't know what it is. Never figured it out, but it's something that I've enjoyed to like, and it gives me a focus. It gives it some like pliability. So for example, I'm pulling up on it. Now I got rid of that little gap that it had. You're screwed, it's glue. How am I screwed? Oh, it did bend the black plug a little bit. Fuck me. got a little hot. I think I can fix that. Nothing a little bending can't do. But it's not marine use. It's just standard like Amazon. I think it's 3-in-1 silicone heat shrink tube is the name of it. Like the shit's amazing. Like I use it on all my power supplies that I build. That's why I have a shit ton of it. So like this is like 20 feet or something. So seriously though, these are not A, B, and C. So just screw them together and hope or solder them together and hope I got it right. This will be great. This is gonna be great. Black. 1, 2, 3. 3 are all roughly the same length. If it doesn't fit, force it. That's kind of my theory. It works for everything in life too. Oh shit! We're gonna get in so much trouble with the stream today. Y'all are bad influences. That's all I'm gonna say. How the fuck am I gonna get this off? I need that. That's what I need. God, these solder joints, like Chinesium quality, not the best. Like it's impressive. I'm really curious on that battery pack. So we're gonna check that out in a minute too. While I'm thinking about it, I have a 2S fully charged over here. So once I get this mounted and soldered, we're gonna test this electronics out. Come on. Golly, these joints, like they're impressive. Come off. Okay. I need solder. Really? Are we going to play this game? I'm about to just cut it. Wow, it's liquid. Like, it's liquid. Come out! You guys can't see the shit. I'm sitting here staring at it. The solder is all liquid, but it is not releasing. Fuck you. I spent way too much time with this problem. Like this wire is hilarious. This motor is like garbage. Again, that's what happens when I buy like the cheapest motor I can find. Like, check out this wire. I'm assuming it's standard in the boat world to use like aluminum wiring. God, this is just like I'm not used to this stuff. So, like to me, this is all new. I'm floating down a rabbit hole I've never experienced. Wow, like even the heat sheet. This is just garbage. This motor's not going to last. I can tell you that right now. I'll be shocked if this even functions by the time I'm done with it. Woo. Oh, that was hurt. Oh, that hurt bad. Just put my finger right up against the iron. Woo. Oh, that hurt. Well, I went to move it. Oh, that's going to hurt. That's going to leave a mark. If it'll zoom in, that's already like, come on, focus. Now what's up with the camera? Focus. Look at the fingertip. There, fingertip. There you go. See that white mark? Yeah, that's a soldering iron. Right up against the finger. As I was sliding it like this, I put my finger. Okay, focus. I put my finger directly on the tip of the soldering iron. God, that hurts. Fucking idiot. Whew. Yeah, the needle nose was acting like a heat sink, but there's no other way to hold it and solder it to get the solder. God, fuck, that hurts. It's bad. We're gonna keep going. This is gonna be a disaster. I'll tell you that right now. Of course you fall over. Why would you? Let's get you nice and hot. And let's mount this guy. Need more solder. That's one down. Ice ain't gonna fix that problem. I've got some prescription strength like burning cream. My father-in-law is a welder, so he has gotten pretty bad, pretty severe burns in his lifetime, and has carried, I forget the name of it, but it works really well. So I will go and put some of that on when I'm done with the stream, which, by the way, I'm supposed to be done at 2. We'll see. We'll see how long I get with this. Oh, fuck you. Okay, really? We're going to play this game? I'm not left-handed, so let's try this. Oh, really? Really? We're going to do this the hard way. That's the second one down. Let's not burn myself with these weird ass angles. And the last one. That thing's still hurting like a Dickens. It's bad. I'll be all right, though. Not the first time I burn myself. It won't be the last. I need that guy. Done. Turn that guy off before I burn myself. Off. Cover all these up. Grab the gun. So now I've got the running gear for the boat soldered, secured, ready to go. Let's clear out some space before we cause more damage to my finger. Get rid of this, that. Pliers I don't need. Don't need any of that. That one was still a little warm, which is ironic. Those, okay. I need that pin. How does this mount? I guess first things first, let's do a functionality check. Fuck. No, I think that was part of the ESC. No, I don't know. I don't remember what radio this is. Let me go find a radio. I don't think it's that one. I think it's this one. I think it was this one. On battery. I have to do some work on that negative terminal. There we go. Yep, that's the right one. I have no throttle. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. So, oh shit. How do you reset this and program it? Because now it's forward is off, half throttle, full throttle. Oh shit. Maybe it auto corrects every time I plug it in. So let's unplug it. Let's try this again. Full throttle, back, full throttle. No. Did the same thing. I mean, it's functioning. I just need to figure out the order of operations, because I'm assuming I have to do something with this. So yeah, like it's I don't know. Steering works. That is so weird. Why is it that I plug it in, but it won't work until I go negative, like for brake? So I guess just change the throttle trim. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Throttle 0. No. Throttle trim. No. I'm not switching reverse because that's not gonna work. Okay. I guess I should have paid attention to the actual instructions. Like maybe that actually would tell me, because God forbid, like actually people read instructions. That's in Chinesium. Oakley dokley, artichoke. Set throttle range. Turn on transmitter, remove throttle trigger from the full forward position. Connect ESC and battery, wait 2 seconds for motor, short beeps. How? These instructions already don't make sense. I've made it through step 1.1, and this doesn't have a light, and it doesn't beep. What in the fuckery is up with this Chinese bullshit? Start, okay. Use powerful and high performance MCU. User can set functions by their demand fully, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Waterproof design. Okay. Start mode can be set. Throttle response fast and has a very smooth speed control. Okay. Well, I don't need the options. Okay, let's go back to set throttle range. Advise set throttle range when first time to use Flycolor ESC. The feature of Flycolor ESC is that to set the best throttle range according to different transmitters, then ESC can get the most smoothly throttle linear through throttle range of transmitter. We can tell somebody doesn't speak English that wrote this. To make ESC get the memories to memorize throttle output signal, the process only do once. You need to do this process again after changing transmitter. Operation procedures. Turn on transmitter, move throttle trigger to the full forward position. Connect ESC with battery, wait 2 seconds. Motor emits a short beep beep, which is twice. Move trigger to the neutral position. In 5 seconds, the full throttle position is memorized. Wait 1 second. The motor emits a short beep few times. Sound time is lipo battery cells. Then wait 1 second. Motor emits 1 long beep and 1 short beep. The 0 throttle position is memorized. At this time, it's ready to work now. Normal working mode. On. Turn transmitter on. Move throttle trigger to the neutral position. Connect ESC with battery. Wait 2 seconds. Short-term beeps times it. Turn on position. Okay. Yeah, this language. Okay. So it's telling me turn transmitter on, move throttle to the full forward position. How am I supposed to hold this forward and connect said battery at the same time? Like, am I like, I'm about to just fucking chuck this shit out. This is getting ridiculous. Electronic boat life. If this is normal for boat world, how in the hell do you guys enjoy this hobby? Like, this makes 0 sense to me. I hear a beep. It's very faint. I don't know if you can hear it. That is such a, like, this like makes no sense. A wedge this in to give it full forward position. Connect. I don't know. I'm at a loss because all it's doing is beeping. Like the beep is so faint you can't hear it. Wait 5 seconds. 7, 2. Connect ESC with battery. Wait 2 seconds. Emit beep beep twice. It's manual power up normal. These instructions just turn on transmitter. Move throttle trigger to the full forward position. Connect ESC with battery. Wait 2 seconds. Motor emits a short beep beep twice, then move the trigger to the neutral. I get that, but how do I start? There's got to be a way to factory default this sucker back to factory, like to start over as if it was a brand new ESC. Protection function. Startup protection. After connecting the battery, if throttle is not in zero throttle position, the motor will emit a urgent short tone. If not detect the signal, the motor will emit a urgent short tone every 2 seconds. You cannot start the motor until detect the zero throttle position. Low voltage protection. If battery input voltage is lower than low voltage protection threshold, ESC will reduce output to 50%. Keep 5 seconds and motor stops. Throttle, zero position, restart motor, then process. Okay, overheat protection. Will run at, okay, that makes sense. If ESC is throttle lost, we'll cut the output to avoid damage. Okay, well, that's fine. Alert tone signal lost. The ESC detection, no, it'll just learn a beep beep beep, which is what it's doing now. Throttle not in zone, throttle position, throttle not in zero. It'll emit beep 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 beep. Okay, so it's detecting that the throttle's not at zero because I changed the the throttle. Okay, this makes sense now. It's because I changed the trim of the throttle because I put it back to neutral. The problem is when I first plugged it in, it's set so that is no throttle, that is half throttle, that's full throttle. I don't want that. I want no throttle, full throttle. This is what I want. So I have to figure out how to reset the ESC back to factory to program it so that is throttle, not this to that. So how to do that is the part that I don't understand. Because nowhere in here does it say how to reprogram this back. Like there should be like a pin. Like I'm used to having an on-off button that has lights that I can like hit and plug it in, and it'll give me a sequence. This is not giving me any of that, which is what I'm not used to. I just need to figure out how to get into the menu to set it back so I can reprogram the throttle to fix the throttle range problem that it's having. How does it set? Like, that's the part I don't understand. Is it these instructions don't say how to factory, like how to relearn the throttle. Like, I understand what I'm looking, like I understand what I'm trying to get accomplished. I just don't know where it's at. How to get the throttle learned. Okay, let's just for my sanity, let's turn throttle trim back to max. I think it was max. I don't remember now. Let's turn this guy back in. Nope, didn't like that. Two short beeps. What did that mean? Now in the program menu. You guys can't hear this. I know you can't. There's no way, because I can barely hear it. This is such a this ESC is so weird. I don't know. This has me confused. Like I'm at a loss. These instructions are not the best. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 long tone, like it's in a program mode. I don't get it. I'm not gonna bore you all with this one. I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna tinker with this guy's off live camera because I'm getting flustered with the electronics on this. I might just load it in a box and come back to this another day. But yeah, thank you all for coming. I appreciate you all hanging out with me for the wonderful times that we had. Thanks, Lee. Thanks, JJ, for coming out, hanging out with me. We'll do this another day. I'm gonna try to keep doing this every Saturday. So, oh shit! I just now realized that literally my chat was not loading. Like it literally just loaded up. So let me read this. You don't need to know heat shrink problem solved. Yep, gotcha. Endpoint. It's turning in the right direction. Chinesium. Be very quiet. I'm hunting rabbit. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at, Lee. Is it's like it's an endpoint. And by the way, thanks for the $1.99. Buy a vowel. A-E-I-O or U. Oh yeah, sure, asshole. Check their website. Yeah, get your money from YouTube. I got my whopping 7 cents from you, Lee, for the advertisement you got stuck to watch. Yeah, I think the best thing is walk away from this for the time being. It's definitely an endpoint. It's an endpoint issue. I just have to figure out how to get it back to reprogram the endpoints to fix this problem. I'm sure it's simple. I just can't figure it out. These instructions are very wonky. So, yeah, I will be back next Saturday. I think I might be racing. I don't remember. I think I don't remember. I don't know. I'll let you guys know in the chat in the boat chat group what I'm doing live. With that, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you hanging out. Thanks, Lee, for the donation, and I am out of here. Have a good one, guys.